to Tonitra's garden. The time has come. We cannot wait any longer. We are planting out the fall garden today. Here in San Antonio, Texas, Zone 8B, it is, what is today's date? I believe it's October 8th, and we are still in the 90s. So it's been around 90 to 91 for the past 2 weeks, and I've just been trying to hold off. The temperatures are not going down a whole lot, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Right here I have all of my fall seedlings that I've had out here for about 8 days now, and they've been in the shade and they've been getting some sun, so it's been like part shade, part sun. They've been doing good. They've grown a lot, so it's time to go ahead and get them in the ground. The roots are definitely starting to outgrow those cups, so we're gonna go ahead and plant out our raised beds. So on this side of my garden, I have these 2 Vego raised beds, and this is a smaller raised bed. This is a kid's raised bed, and this raised bed is probably my favorite if I were comparing these 2 specific ones. This one just, I don't know, it's like the perfect amount of space to grow a ton of vegetables. So I really like this size of raised bed. I do like the longer one. I think I've just mastered how to plant this one. We're gonna be planting up my son's raised bed, Adonis, and then we're gonna plant up my bigger raised bed in the back with our fall seedlings. So I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So for the smaller raised bed, it gets more sun than the back one does. So I would say about between 11 and 2 p.m. this small raised bed is in full sun, and that back raised bed is in like half sun, half shade. So in this one in the middle, I want to do the greens that can withstand more sun. So I'm definitely not gonna do any lettuce. I know that Swiss chard can withstand the sun. I know collards can withstand the sun, giant red mustard. So I think I'm gonna do Swiss chard, giant red mustards, and collards in this smaller one in the middle. So let's try it. What are these? I believe these are all collards. We have our mustards, and I'll put a couple of each. And then we have our chard here. Ooh, these things are so long. They're all tangled up. Let's see. Let's be very careful. All our hard work. Okay. So I do have this soil prepped and ready to go. I have been watering it throughout the summer so that the soil doesn't dry out. And I did top it with some black cow and some, what else did I put in here? Some fertilizer. So we've done all that, and it's time to plant. What I want to do for this raised bed is I kind of want to do rows. So I'm going to do probably, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how many can fit. I want to do kind of like a row of collards, a row of mustards, and then a row of chard. Let's see, I could do 1 chard. So I think I'm going to do 3 of each plant. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I got it planned out. I'm gonna do 3 of each plant, and I'm just gonna do it like 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then I'll just put 1 right here. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start out with our Swiss chard. This is so exciting, you guys. I've been waiting a long time for this. I started these seedlings, I believe, August the 1st, or no, it was August the 8th. Oh, look at that. So there we go. There's one. And I hope nothing gets to these. Got two. Maybe I should be wearing gloves, but that's okay. Okay, so we've got two. And I might be able to put some other things in between here, like some radishes around the edges, something like that. But we're just gonna get these planted for today. So I think these are gonna do really good. They should take off pretty fast. Okay. Next, we're gonna do collards through here. And I just want to say hello to all the new subscribers. I know from one of my previous videos that I recently uploaded, we got a lot of new people. So hello and thank you so much for being here. Yes, thank you for being here. Okay, excuse my yard. It is a mess. I need to do a garden clean with me video here soon. So look out for that. Look at those roots. Okay, so this is our Georgia collard. I love, love, love my collards, y'all. So maybe we can have some collards for Thanksgiving. Okay, and then we've got one more. I'll do this one. Aren't those so pretty? I am so proud of myself for growing my own fall transplants. Like that was a goal for me this year, and I am so happy that everything turned out good. Okay, so on this other side, I'm gonna do the red giant mustards. And this is the red giant. And I'm only burying them up to the soil level of the original soil in the cup. These are gonna fill out so nicely. I might be able to fit some flowers in here. Okay, we're gonna do one more right here. Ooh, this feels so wonderful. Oh my gosh. Oh. Let's do a little cleanup, see what we have left. Georgia collard, Georgia collard. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm feeling a little risky because I love this raised bed so much. And thank you, Vegogarden, for sponsoring this video. I've been using Vegogarden raised beds for about, I would say, 3 years now, and I absolutely love them. So if you want to pick up your own Vego raised bed, make sure you check out the link in my description. They have so many options. They're modular, so you can arrange them however you need to fit your garden. So that's what I love about them, and they're super easy to put together. I put all of these together on my own, so anyone can do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this cabbage right here in the front, and I think it'll look super cute just to have a cabbage just overflowing on the side of this raised bed. So I'm just gonna kind of tilt it outwards so that it grows out. Okay. And those are in. And I will go back and put all the tags in. I think I lost a few of them, but we've got one. There we go. All right, so moving on to this larger Vego raised bed, I already have some stuff planted in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you what those things are. Right here, I have some French breakfast radishes, and they are already starting to bulb up. So they're gonna be ready to harvest pretty soon. I have some carrots back here. I believe those are the Denver carrots. Sugar snap peas through the middle. These are marigolds. I just recently planted these green onions, and these were actually from store-bought green onions. I just planted them and they grow perfectly fine. And then on this other side, I have some more French breakfast radish. So like I was saying earlier in the video, this side gets more sun than this side. It's like shade, sun. So these are growing a lot faster than this side is. And I just think that's because this side gets more sun. With that being said, that's what's going on in this raised bed. I really want my collards this year, so I'm gonna go ahead and plant a couple of collards in the back. So we've got 4 collards here. Let's see. Maybe I could put one here and one here, because I did want to put in some onions, so I might leave some space for the onions. So I'm gonna pull those up. And we got these. And then here we have some lacinato kale. This kale, I believe, likes more shade than sun. So I'm gonna put this kale in this raised bed. I'm gonna put it more towards the back because it gets pretty tall, kind of like a collard. It kind of likes to turn into a little tree. So I'm gonna put these in the back, and I think that would look cute just to give it some dimension in the back. So we're gonna put 2 of those back there. We'll do a collard. And I am planting this stuff pretty close together. Okay, and I'm just placing it for now, just to see what I have. Okay, so here we have a green called Old Tokyo. And this green kind of reminds me of like a bok choy. And I've never grown a bok choy, so I don't know. It just looks similar. And I know that those type of greens don't really love the heat. So we're gonna put these in this raised bed. I have a couple of them. I really do like the shape of these. They're really pretty. So I'm gonna put these in the front. We're gonna put these in the front on each corner. I think that would be really pretty. And then we're gonna go ahead and put 2 cabbages. Y'all, this is going to be a jungle. Okay, so we have our 2 cabbages that are gonna go in the front, and I'm gonna plant these more coming out so that they can kind of hang outside of the raised bed and give these other plants a little bit more space. So we are planting very tight. That's what we're trying this year. We're gonna plant things tight, see how they go, and then we'll just know for documentation for future years to come, right? Let me know in the comments down below if you're more like, if you like to plant in rows or if you like things to be just intertwined and things like that. I'm trying like 2 different methods. Okay, so we're gonna start from this side and work our way back. So we have, what is this? This is our old Tokyo. Look at those roots. This is so therapeutic. I haven't been in the garden in so long. I've just been waiting it out and waiting it out until I just couldn't take it anymore. It's like we've got to get something into the ground. So here we are. If I need to, I will have to provide some shade for probably for the smaller raised bed, because that one does get a good amount of sun. Okay, that was the cabbage. This is a collard. And I am gonna leave a little bit of space for green, for onions, because I have a ton of onions still in the house that I need to get planted out. I don't want to waste them. So this is a collard. I could get some herbs, try to get some herbs in here too. I'm just packing them in nicely. And we've got 2 more on this side. I'm so happy with how everything is growing. So let me know in the comments below what you're growing for the fall. If you are growing a garden, what zone you're in, all of that good stuff. And these are the lacinato kale. And if you have any questions, make sure you leave them down in the comments. I love answering your guys' questions. I'm gonna start doing something a little bit new. Like if there's a question that I find other people would probably want to know the answer to, I'll try to make like a short answering your question. So make sure if you have any questions, leave them below, because I'll make a short if it's a good one. All right, we've got all of those in. Let's move to the other side. Here we go, and we're just going to mirror it like we did on the other side. This is a cabbage, all seasons cabbage. There's that. We've got an old Tokyo. Let me not uproot my new radishes I just planted. We've got an old Tokyo. These roots. Okay. And then we're gonna do our 2 collards. Our lacinato kale. Okay. So I would say these plants are about maybe 5 to 6 inches apart, just for reference. Okay. And we'll go ahead and water these in. I'm gonna fertilize them with some fish emulsion because they definitely need it. And this is fish emulsion. And we still have a good amount of plants left. It looks like we didn't even put a dent in what we had, but most of this is lettuce, and this is another variety of kale. This is curled blue kale, so I'll find somewhere for that. So that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I hope that this was helpful. If it was, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to check out these Vego raised beds, make sure that you check the link in my description box. They'll be linked down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, Royals.